Welcome to Hangman Tarot. We're going to get started here with our tarot reading for the ghosted. So we're going to find out all about our ghost for the month of September 2022. We are going to get started right after you hit subscribe to Hangman Tarot, if you would. Please and thank you. And don't forget to share and like this video. Other than that, all the information, if you want to know anything further, will be at the end of this reading, but we are going to get straight into things. So let's find out what's going on with Aries as far as being ghosted. Now, again, I just want you to know that this can align for anybody. So this can align for you if you are living in a home with somebody. It can align if you are single and you're just dating somebody, or you guys are living in two separate houses, or if you're on your first date and you get ghosted that next day. It's however this aligns for you. If it feels like it was a ghosting, then that's where it is for you. And if you hit the reading, then that's where it's at for you. Zodiac signs, I will be stating what zodiac sign your ghost is. Now, this could be in their birth chart. It could just align if it aligns. If you're like, oh, hey, that sounds like John Smith, then that's who it is. Okay? All right. So there we go. Aries. No action from whoever this person is. Could be a fire sign or another fire sign thus far. But there is no action coming on their end. So you may not even actually be speaking to them or going towards each other or even having any sort of meaning in this situation. Or that's just maybe where they're feeling. Let's find out. All right, here we go. All right, so we're going to talk about this person, and then we're going to find out about the relationship and the ghosting situation, as well as how you feel about them, Aries. Okay, 5 Pentacles upright. We got our Page of Pentacles. That's in reverse. We got our Ace of Wands upright. Chariot is in reverse. Yeesh. 8 of Cups down. All right, so the ghosting situation is definitely having to come from the fact that it's almost like they had to choose a direction, and they're very well in knowing that money is not going to solve the issue here. But I feel like there was definitely some sort of a vision when you two kind of got involved. I do feel like on your end, there was a little bit of a forcing of the commitment. So you might have been really pushing this and maybe got a little bit too quick, or, you know, the action was too fast. And maybe they were like, whoa, I just hold the horse, hold the phone, sister. So I just feel like maybe just the adventure, the new energy was just getting you really excited about something, which is totally fine. But again, this is just something that might have been just kind of a forcing. And I feel like the newness, once again, the fresh start, the new beginning, this was definitely something that was really exciting for you. And unfortunately, this person dipped. Now, the reason that they dipped again is because change was required. They were like, I don't know if I can focus on this. I'm very focused on my job. I'm very youthful. And when I'm acting through things, I'm definitely acting in the money management space right now. Just kind of like, almost like just stepping into the business or whatever business they might have been in. Okay. They could have even been a Pentacles, definitely could have been a Pentacles fire sign, or just in the birth chart once again. They definitely were too focused on the financials, and they have a lot of dependence on others and on the materials in life. So I don't think that they would have been any benefit, or they wouldn't have added to your life any. And Aries is definitely kind of walking away from the situation. So you definitely wanted to fix it. You really wanted to add to the situation, but there's nothing to add, especially if it's too late. And that's kind of where we're feeling this at. Sorry, just a minute. I got to shut my door. Frank, you got to quit coming in my room. Caleb! Are you paying this? Because I'll turn the internet off if you want to do that. We gotta watch your mouth. Dude, on this. You're getting it when I'm off. Ugh. Okay. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. Jesus Christ. It's been a day. Okay. All right. So yes, you are walking away. You definitely wanted to fix the situation, but again, unanswered is unanswered. And you were like, I'm calling it a night. And I don't think Aries usually waits around as long as maybe the usual zodiac signs. I don't think Aries is going to be sticking around that long. All right. Let's get into our next reading, and it's going to be for Taurus. So we're going to find out all that we can about Taurus's ghost. We're going to find out, first and foremost, zodiac sign, all about your person and what the heck is going on. So we're going to find out all about your ghost, the reason for the ghosting, situation surrounding it, as well as how Taurus feels. So hit subscribe, Aries, when you check out. Other than that, let's get started with Taurus. Okay. All right, so we got the Chariot upright, and we also have our Queen of Wands in reverse. So you definitely could have been dealing with a fire sign. We will know a little bit more the further we get into this. This person definitely came in kind of rushing towards you. I don't feel like there's any action right now as far as something that has meaning. I feel like if Taurus is dealing with anybody in specific, you would definitely be dealing with somebody who has no real true direction or no true, like, I don't know, anything really inspiring to add to the situation. You were maybe thinking that they were going to be really adventurous. This might have been really exciting. This person could have been into cars, could have had a really nice car, could have just been dealing with somebody whose car was a situation. There's car energy. There's something about horsepower, moving forward, action, energy needed here, is what I'm thinking. But you definitely are not... They're not seeking you out at the moment, so this might mean that you're not seeking them out either, but we'll find out why and when and what. Okay, so let's get into what. Okay, they withdrew, definitely withdrew. So we got Hermit in reverse, 2 Pentacles upright. This would mean that they had to slow down. Okay, so to get involved in any kind of partnership with you, Taurus, they would have had to slow down and really expand the awareness, or to expand in their financials. Maybe they were like, can I afford this? Can I afford Taurus? Can I afford to be reliable, to go steady, to slow things down and really like add to the situation? I feel like there was just almost like they would have had to do too much. And it doesn't mean that they were doing too much for you, Taurus. It just means that they would have had to, like, you know, go up a little bit, level up a little bit to be with Taurus in specific. I do feel like they want to be alone. So, and they're probably talking to someone about this. So they're looking for guidance. They're going to be looking and withdrawing, going on the inside. And sometimes they get stuck in solitude. So they might have come back out. So you could be dealing with a Virgo, an earth sign also, but Virgo in specific, or a fire sign, or both. Birth chart. So again, this is just something about them kind of wanting to be alone, looking for guidance, maybe getting the wrong guidance, maybe just listening to their own selves. Maybe they just needed to go on the inside so that they could accomplish something. So I feel like fulfillment had a lot to do with why they needed to back out of the situation with Taurus. You, on the other hand, okay. So you, on the other hand, are working on yourself. Okay. So you were holding back also. Okay. There was some jealousy going on. You're a leader type, but you were feeling very incomplete. And as far as conversation or communication, you cut it off, or you continue to cut it off, or you continue to work on yourself and try to add to the non-communication. I definitely feel like in the end of this was something to do with truth and something being revealed. So there was some inspiration here. I feel like any kind of self-belief was listened to. Okay. So any kind of ideals that you might have had, you have an ideal of love, and intuition was telling you that this is not it. Okay. And this wasn't. And you were being optimistic, and you continue to be optimistic. So keep on going. I'm rooting you on. Yeah, harmony, complete harmony. You're fine with it. It is what it is, and you're trying to find balance in that, and that's where it's at. All right, let's get into Gemini. Please, Taurus, go hit subscribe. Gemini, you are up next. I'm going to write down your timestamp. All right, Gemini. Let's find out who ghosted you. Now, again, when we're talking about ghosting, this is somebody who's pulling back on their energy, even if you're in the same home, all the way to first date, got all nervous and just did not call you back, maybe. There's always a reason for ghosting. And sometimes we just need to hear a little bit of advice. So just know that somebody else goes through this too. Just to know that it's not specifically you. It's just the universe's way of not allowing you to be with someone specifically so that you can meet the person you're supposed to be around. That's what I'm assuming. Who knows? A dick move. All right, so you could have been dealing, Gemini, with a Taurus or an Earth sign. I definitely am buying the fact that you are dealing with somebody who is focused on money. Now, that doesn't mean that they're overly focused. It just means that they are really into money management. They're really on a path of success, trying to really get into their business and do the things that make them feel free and alive. They are in a moment of surrender, of pause, but they are a little bit in resistance to changing their mind on things or you. This might have been because you were kind of getting in the way of things, or not even in the way, because Gemini, you're not in the way, but it's like maybe, just maybe, I can't get through this with Gemini here. So maybe that's kind of what they were thinking, because they're not surrendering to this moment. Something changed their mind about you. Okay, so that's why they dip in. Now, who on earth? Good Lord, man. Okay, we got busyness here. Ugh. Okay, here we go. So again, something changed their mind. We're going to find out what, because clearly the ghosted situation happened. So we got our Knight of Wands, Temperance in reverse. Da-da-da. All right, this person was extremely frustrated, and there was some delays, and the fact that they had changed their mind about something means that they seen something, and there was some sort of arrogancy. There was some sort of almost like passion that kind of disappeared, or maybe there was some sort of energy that kind of like withered away. But there's also an energy that they're feeling from you it's like reckless, and it doesn't have a direction, so to speak. So they were seeking something in specific. The action, it was not there. That is kind of in specific, just kind of scheming the top of this. The impatience, the unstable relationship, the ups and the downs. It was like the F-boy syndrome times 100. So this changed their mind. They were like, okay, goodbye. Oh, goodbye. Okay. So whatever that might mean, but it's definitely something that had to do with maybe a dominating, a back and forth. Maybe there was some sort of situation where, it got out of hand, got carried away, and just no communication. But this person is not seeking you. You're not seeking them out, Gemini also. How does Gemini feel about this person? Gemini feels like, kind of giving up. This was too much anyway. So you're feeling, like this was kind of clustering and a little frustrating on your end of things. But there's also, it's almost like you felt like you were giving away too much. And this, again, could align in the other way, but I feel like because I'm reading for Gemini, that's where this is, okay? So the growth, the creation, the change, there could have even been kids involved. Definitely could have been kids involved with that creation, especially. I do feel like this is coming to an ending, though. I feel like definitely coming to an ending. You two had financials together, or maybe a business together, or maybe you were working together. I feel like whatever this means, I feel like there is some hidden motives here on one half or the other. So the ending of this is coming up. So I feel like it's just so unpredictable. There's no control in the situation. And I feel like the finances, it's just like it didn't help the situation. It didn't help keep around a relationship. It didn't involve anything as far as keeping a relationship going. So I think the momentum here would be to just allow this to end, allow whatever, this might have been. I feel like there definitely was some energy of being too eager. It was off balance. Again, that's just where things go. And this is for people who were ghosted. So if you were ghosted, Gemini, there's your reading. Other than that, please hit subscribe. I'm going to get into our next reading. We have our Cancer up next, Cancer zodiac sign. Let's find out what's going on with Cancer. Oh, hello. So sorry. I am just singing. All right, here we go. I'm going to find out, Cancer, for you, your zodiac sign. We're going to find out why Cancer got ghosted first and get into their storyline. All right, you could have been dealing with a fire sign, somebody extremely energetic, very wild. They have a lot of strength, a lot of courage. They're kind of like, what is it, king of the jungle type thing. I feel like there's definitely some fire or was fire between you two. It's not their style to be in and out, so I'm not quite sure if it's like a one-night stand yet, but I don't feel like it would be. I do feel like they are definitely a Wands fire sign, or they could be an air sign also. Whatever made them dip would be messages, okay? So some sort of message come in. This could have been incoming email, phone call, text message. And when they assessed it, they looked over it. They were like, okay, here's all the information, and now I'm going to dip. So whatever information here, whatever communication they got about the situation, I feel like this really added to it. So whatever they looked over definitely could have had to do with this ghosting, but we're going to find out for sure. And again, there was always light always comes to whatever's hidden underneath. Light always shows the false. Light always shows, the bullshit, the lies, the things that, are dishonest. And this may not be something that we always get to see, but sometimes in ghosting situations we do, but sometimes we don't. So here we go. We're going to find out. Ew. Okay. So main reason here is that there is a hidden self. So they're hiding them real selves. They're hiding behind a mask. They're not allowing their shadow to go. They don't want to let it go. They don't want to slow down. They don't want to show anybody, not even someone who they really are. Because it's not because they don't feel like anyone's worthy. It's because they literally have self-doubt. They literally have this insecurity of judgment, harsh judgment. They don't want to feel shame of anything of who they really are, especially if they have a past, which we all have a past. We are all effed up. But this person in specific is very much like, I don't want to do it. I don't like it. I don't trust it. I'm done. So whatever information they were assessing, whatever conflict that kind of was being brought up is definitely something they might have even communicated with you, but then as soon as they felt that doubt or that shame from the information, they were done. I do feel like moving into you just felt like this was going to come to an end anyway. Okay. So emotionally expressing, this person wasn't expressing to you anyway, Cancer. So as far as like having a blessing or any kind of like family or love or emotion or connection here, I definitely feel like you were kind of like feeling it out. Like, where's the peace? And I do feel like you were looking for advice in others, looking for help in others, but this is going to come to an ending, and it hasn't quite closed the chapter yet because you're not quite, finalized on the inside with it. You're like, what's going on? But it's literally not you. It's never going to be you. I'm never going to be like, it's you. It's never you. Okay. It's never you. As far as issues, they would just grow. And I think you kind of knew that. Okay. So negative thoughts were coming from these issues, and this was all kind of growing and festering. So it is best for this to come to an ending situation, especially because you were becoming really rigid and kind of stubborn about the situation anyway. And you decided not to keep opening up. So you were like, no long term, I'm going to dip out. I'm out of here. And you were like, I'm going to connect with myself. I have other things to do. So you paid your wands, your ass on out of here. So you are adding to the loyalty of you. And you can't move past these issues without adding that loyalty or believing in yourself. So you really need to do that. I feel like anything kind of quickly coming up, you could have been dealing with a one-night stand who was acting like Prince Charming. Or it could be indicating that you have something coming up, and just be careful, listen to yourself, because it could be a one-night stand. So just be careful with that. You definitely don't want to be charmed. If they start charming you immediately, they come in real fast, and it's because they have to, because the quicker they can pounce on you, the faster they can cover up any information that you may find. So the longer that they're waiting and they're allowing themselves to be, really respectful, is the more that you get to all the information you need to know. And you can't find out anything as far as like, or, values or past stuff. And then they're like, okay, we're good here because I'm good. Everything's good. We align. Everything's fine. I didn't lie about who I was. I didn't lie about anything. Everything's good. So when that happens, that just means that person was being patient and they waited for you to be okay with balancing this relationship out. When somebody comes in real quick like that and they're like, ooh, I'm fresh and new and charming and la-di-da. That's all I got to say about that. Go away. Go away. That's what you say to those. Say, go. Goodbye. I know it is flattering to get swept up in the phone calls and the text messages, but I promise you they will stop. I'm the queen of ghost. All right. Let's get into our next reading. Thank you so much, Cancer. I hope that all works out. And understand, again, ghost situations are always a personal thing. It is not you. It's not you. It's me. Okay. Let's find out, what do we got next? Leo the lion. I think Leo likes these readings. Leo zodiac sign really enjoys these readings. That's what I was told. I got left a couple messages. I love these Leo ghosted readings. Sorry, don't mind me. Okay, here we go. Shuffling out for Leo, trying to find out what it is the universe needs Leo to know about their zodiac sign, who dipped out and did not say, hey, I'm ghosting you. Bye. It's like, that's never going to happen. All right, here we go. They like to be alone. Leo, they like their alone time, looks to me. So Leo, if you are getting energy pulled back on you from any avenue, this is definitely having to do with manifestation. This person might be manifesting. This person might be soaking up some alone time, isolating, finding that, structure, taking a nap, maybe, taking a minute, taking a breather. They do have some stuff that they're not working on, but they want to work on. So that's also going to be an added. Now, I think this is stuff that they've already worked on. Or, have already eventually came to a conclusion of what it is. And it could be addictions. They could be dealing with some toxic relationships. They could be dealing with some stuff at home that is just like making them uncomfortable, depression, mental health stuff, whatever it might be. I feel like they definitely don't want to hold hands with it, but they definitely don't want to give it to you. They don't want to be like, here's my problems. So I do feel like that's something that they deal with also, but we're going to find out why they may have ghosted or why they dipped out, maybe didn't talk about it, whatever that might be for you. Leo the lion. All right. Yeah, so they have a lot of time to connect with themselves, and that's kind of where they're at on the situation. This person is very loyal, but they can't really move past their past issues. So that is also another issue, and they are not going to be trusting, a charming, again, very smart individual, this person. So this is a fire sign or an air sign. This person is like, if you're charming, if you're coming in quickly, too quickly, you talking too much, you texting, you being nice, you all up in my face, I'm jumping ship. So they almost were like, what are you? So they're questioning you at this point. Okay. And I feel like that has a lot to do with the issues that they have in their past and a lot of the issues that continue to grow because just moving past those issues. So even if you would have, put a gift right in front of their face and said, hey, a vacation for a year, they'd have been like, whoa, I don't know you. Okay. That's where they were on it. I do feel like moving into things here, this person withdrew. And they look for guidance in all the things that they can look for guidance in. So they may look things up. They may Google things. They may actually even ask their parents or their friends or coworkers, like, what should I do? But they really enjoy being alone. They do. This person could be a Virgo in specific also. This is also something that this person's very talented. They're very determined. Okay. The bottom line is this: they need to focus, they need to manifest, and that's where they're at. And they're capable of a lot of things, as are you. So they really are just nesting right now. They're just really just comfortable wherever they are. And I feel like any focus here is going in that. So they don't want any of, whatever's going on around you is basically. So just kind of a likely outcome is just something unexpected. Just the truth being seen on their end and then like, whoa. And it's just this huge sudden change to the situation or the dynamic. Okay. So anything unexpected, a likely outcome of that ghosting, that's what it is. That's what surrounds it, darlings. All right, moving into our next reading, we have Leo. What do we got? Leo, Virgo. We got Virgo up next, and then Libra. Okay. All right, Virgo. Let's find out who your zodiac sign is. Who dipped out on Virgo? Sounds like a Virgo dipped out on Leo. Okay. Okay, so this person could be a fire sign. They could even be an earth sign. Somebody who's really just kind of seeking out some sort of harmony in their life. They're definitely trying to find some sort of fulfillment, and they could even be pushing into a fulfillment of materials. So this person is doing whatever it is that they need to do. So there's a huge focus on the finances, the business, the coins, the money bag. And this is definitely being fulfilled by something very exciting to them. So, I mean, this could be very well why they're ghosting you. I'm not quite sure. We're going to find out more as soon as we get into the rest of this reading. So again, earth sign or fire sign. And I do think, again, I don't think it's not malicious. It's not like a really bad intention. It might just be because they're not comfortable having the conversation. But I do feel like they are on a mission to accomplish something, especially success or, within whatever their purpose is or whatever inspires them. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So they're really trying to be in a balanced place. Okay. And as far as justice or karmic or fairness, they really are just trying to get into a place where all of their efforts are being rewarded. So they're busy in a really inspired, passionate place. So they want to make sure that everything is balanced in a relationship that they're in. So they're going to make sure that they're not being treated poorly. They're going to be damn sure that everything's going to balance out. They're going to be like, you know what? If I'm going to put effort here, so are you. So they seen a hiccup and they bolted. They pulled back, they stopped calling, they stopped hanging, whatever it might have been. That is something that they were doing. Now, again, does that make you guilty of something here? No, it just means that whatever you were providing was not fulfilling them, especially if they were like in this specific place in their life. Okay. So moving forward, Virgo, as far as a likely outcome and kind of how you were feeling, you were definitely frustrated. You were frustrated beyond. Wow. Okay. So this might have been a long-term relationship. I just feel like this was something that was just kind of kept going. So it's something you restarted. Okay. This could have been a fresh start by all means. It could have been something extremely amazing that you had this huge vision for. But I feel like this could have been a new adventure with the same person that you were with. So this could have been newness, but like a recycle. So whatever this might have been, this energy here, it was hot. It was wild. It was exciting. You were looking to build. You were looking to push forward with this person. But again, there was a breakup. Now, the breakup made you feel extremely shameful. And you don't always feel those things, but you don't want to be alone. You don't want to be alone. And that's okay. That's all right. You're frustrated and you're walking away. That's okay. I mean, I feel like whoever or whatever energy was around you could have even been kind of a bad influence. They're making you feel like you're hard to love. You're not hard to love, okay? It's easy. It's easy, Virgo. It's pretty fucking clear. Yeah, you're experienced in this. You're experienced in this situation. You're experienced in the pattern. The accomplishment is not there. Nope. All right. Virgo, please go hit subscribe. I'm going to continue on, get into our Libra reading. So we're going to find out all that we can about Libra. Hit subscribe, Virgo, and I will move on. Okay. And then I'm going to tuck it in for the night. I have to make dinner and put my children to bed. Well, I got to turn off all the electronics. Bedtime's a little different now that they're older. It is quite different. It is not like back when they were little, you had to cover them up in their favorite blankies and get their favorite teddy bear. Make sure that they had 20 snacks, 20 drinks, 12 bathroom stops. Now you're just like, put up the electronics. You could just turn the Wi-Fi off, I guess, but they'll find a way. They would find a way. All right. Let's find out, Libra, what it is that you're dealing with, who you're dealing with, zodiac sign, and all. Let's get started. Lord. All right. So you are dealing with a water sign, could be a water sign thus far. Somebody who is extremely led with their heart, very sensitive individual, not too sensitive to the point where you can't control the situation. But I feel like this person is definitely tapped into their emotional side, their feelings, their connection to you, to the earth, or trying to be. I do think that this person is very balanced. If they dipped on you, it would be because they sensed something was off. So again, kind of like Virgo's reading, there was like a balance was off. So they were putting in a ton of work and they were like, whoa, I'm going to dip now because you wouldn't even care. You wouldn't even notice. Okay. So to bring the scales back to balance, they left the building and they might not have told you. They might have told you. I do feel like they still express to you. So I bet you could even be in a long term with this person, or you could even live with this person. But I do think that this person really wanted you to put some effort into the situation. And I don't think they wanted much more. So maybe they pulled back their energy to see if you notice. Okay. Let's get into the rest of this reading. I'm going to get one more shuffle. Yeah. Yeah. So it's almost like you kind of just know the answer. And it's indicating maybe even a player. So you could even be playing with them, you know, fucking around so much, like even in communication or manipulating the situation. There was a point in which your person was at a crossroads with the situation. And they've been there before and they've been very blind to the truth. And they're like, you know what? I'm not going to see this. I'm going to continue forward. But this time it's like, you already know the answer because that's what's happened. They've ghosted or pulled back some energy. So they want to make a choice. They want to evaluate the decision. And that's what they did. And they did make a choice. Okay. And what you were really wanting them to, you can even have a kid with this person, or they might have a child. Okay. Or maybe you. Yeah. Okay. So the likely outcome is you kind of still holding back. Okay. You're like, you know what? I'll just work on myself. I'll do my own thing. I'm just completely going to bow out and I'm not going to add to the situation. But that would be a really bad idea if you want to be in this relationship. Okay. If you want stability here, if you want security here, if you want a daddy type of energy around you, or, you know, that under control type of figure, somebody who's definitely in the lead and authoritative, make sure that they know that and make sure that you continue to add in the energy you need to add to the relationship for it to be stable. Okay. Other than that, you're kind of being an ass. I mean, you're like, yeah, I'm going to be a dick and hold back on the energy here. I'm not going to love you today. Stop it. Stop. All right. Moving forward. I am going to check out. I got to get a couple things done before bedtime. I'll be back tomorrow evening, or tomorrow day. I might finish up. Either way. Go ahead, hit subscribe, like this video, please, and share on all of your social media. Check out my social media for questions or any kind of requests for celebrity readings or any tarot readings in general. Or you can leave me a comment over in the comment section. Other than that, I'm going to get out of here. Please enjoy the rest of your evening, you guys. It's a beautiful night. See you.